Spoilers for Sunrise on the Reaping incoming. I want to examine why Lulu was sent by the game makers to find Haymitch. We don't know their exact plans for why they did this, but overall it was to endanger and mess with Haymitch. The game makers could see where Haymitch was because of his tracker and easily give Lulu directions through her audio plant, like walk up that hill. It doesn't seem like the game makers had the ability to or intended to make Lulu attack him ever. I'm imagining they could have been able to pump some sort of stimulating drug through her device to make her behave violently if they really wanted to. But even if that was the case and the game makers chose to do that, odds are Haymitch would win in a fight against her, just given their size differences. Just having Lulu with Haymitch makes it more difficult for him to stay alive. He has to simultaneously look out for threats and keep watch over Lulu at all times. If Mutts or Careers showed up, then Haymitch could end up dying trying to protect her. If Careers were nearby and the game makers wanted to draw them towards Haymitch, they could send Lulu one of those painful high-pitched noises so she'd scream, giving away their location. We saw that when Lulu was with Haymitch, she went asleep suddenly and couldn't be woken up, seemingly due to being drugged, and there's multiple reasons why the game makers would do this. If she's asleep, that keeps her and Haymitch where they are until they let her wake up. Perhaps the game makers wanted to stall Haymitch so he'd get to some other area they wanted him to be to attack him later than originally projected, or they were keeping him in that spot because they could send Mutts on him there if they chose. I think that makes sense as a plan. In case nothing interesting was happening, they need to make the programming eventful. They have tributes and Mutts ready to go in this area. But while Lulu was sleeping, a cannon went off in the distance. Another tribute died, providing sufficient entertainment for the time being. I think that death is what spared Haymitch from being attacked by Mutts here. It bought him some more time. Did the game makers plan for Lulu to die from smelling those flowers? I don't think they ordered her to run for those, but they didn't seem to have any intention of stopping her from poisoning herself in the arena. Haymitch was the one stopping her from eating poisoned apples. But maybe when Lulu was on her quest to find Haymitch, the game makers deterred her from the poison through her earpiece. And then the game makers let Lulu fall victim to the toxic bee bomb so she could painfully die from it for their gruesome show, with the added drama of Haymitch's reaction. Trying to get as much material as possible out of these kids. I don't think the game makers anticipated Haymitch stepping in and removing her medical pump to shorten her suffering, because they wouldn't be able to show that on camera, since a tribute having a medical device like that wouldn't make sense. The game makers also could have anticipated the possibility that when Lulu found Haymitch, he'd ditch her or worse. If Haymitch tried to get Lulu to leave him alone, that could be quite a spectacle, since the game makers could make her react in an extreme way and chase after him, possibly drawing in other tributes. And if Haymitch went so far as killed her, that would be a riveting twist.